Hey, this is Kelly and Finn again. And so I've shown you guys how I bridle Finn from sitting down, and he's really super good about being tacked up. And I prepared him not for me, but for his owner because she's short. She's a little over 5 foot, and he's 17 hands. So I've taught him to drop his head so she can put the bridle on by herself, not worry about it. She might need a step stool to get the saddle on, but he's really good about standing now. And one of the reasons he's really good about standing is I've taught him how to ground tie. And the way I did that was I just went to Lowe's and got a very cheap piece of wood. And I just taught him, we would do a lot on the ground online, and I would let him stop and rest on this piece of wood and get a treat when he was on the piece of wood. So just like the tack room, he sees his piece of wood as a sweet spot. It's really funny when I'll let him go a lot and just have his dinner out here with me, and I'll have a glass of wine and sit with him. And it's like he's coming up to his seat at the table. He goes and stands on that piece of wood and like hangs out with me. It's really cute. See how he rested? He just flew out because this is his safety spot. So now I use a picnic table to get on Finn. And I would highly suggest his mom get one because I think it's more stable than an actual mounting block. And it's also multifunctional because you can have a snack with Finn or a family member at the picnic table when you're not using it to get on him. Now, the other thing, hi Finn, I'm okay. He worries that I'm not going to get my foot in there. When we get on, Finn has learned that we do not move until I put the quarter in. You know, like you're gonna ride the pony at the grocery store. Whoops. So he knows we're not going anywhere until Kelly says, okay? Hold on, we're gonna go that way too in a second. But now, I'm not saying you should not hold on to the reins. This is just, demonstration, not to be necessarily repeated later. Now, here's my dog. So now I'm just doing a little flexion. Now this, I'm gonna tighten the girth.
There's the cat.
Doesn't go anywhere. So this is one of the things I always do with my horses I train. There's the cat. Is we don't go until I say. Now I ask them to go. Okay. So I'm just gonna come out here so you can see a few things. So when I'm riding Finn, and so I'm gonna show you how I ask him to stop. I look up, I put weight in my heels, and I barely lift up one rein. This is one thing I never do with Finn. I never pull back with 2 reins. He will just go behind the bit, and he's strong. He's a draft cross. He'll push right into it. So I've taught him to be really soft with the reins, okay? And we do a lot of things just standing. So we're gonna flex again. Good boy. We do a lot of flexing, which I'll show his mom about. And that's like, I just want him to know, if I ask him to flex, it doesn't mean move unless I engage my leg and put some energy in it and ask him to move. So he knows the difference between just us standing and flexing, good, to flexing, to now flexing, and now see I'm putting my heel, I'm putting energy to moving. Okay, see one right up. One of the reasons I disengage him, I don't disengage him a lot, but he knows it. You can see he does it at Liberty, he does it online. Disengaging is the reset button on a horse's brain. So whenever he starts to, I can feel him getting a little fizzy, and Friesians can get fizzy. I push that reset button. So whenever I am riding on the trail, if I feel him getting a little bit worried, and I can feel it normally before anyone else can see it, I push the reset button. And we stop, and we think, and we maybe go up and look at it. and then we go our little merry way. So I never force him through that fizziness, because the fizziness is going to turn into a gargantuan atomic mushroom blow up if you don't acknowledge it early. Finn wants to say hello to the cat. So we worked a lot on touching, as you can see. Now he's following the cat. He has a pig friend, he has 2 billy goat friends, and he has a donkey friend that we visit often. We visited them yesterday, and we have some additional dogs and other ponies. So we're just gonna go on a little ride. I'm just gonna simulate to you what I do. Oh, we also have chicken and duck friends, when Finn gets worried. So I'm just gonna go for a walk, and I'm gonna pretend like he's kind of getting worried about the picnic table. Okay? Now, oh wow, I feel he's getting a little nervous about the picnic table. I'm gonna bend him and let him stop at the picnic table. He's obviously not worried about the picnic table. Now, if he was, I would go, hey, let's turn around and look at it again. Look, I'm pushing the reset button. See how he has his ear on me now? That's my green light. That means he's listening. 2 green lights now, 2 ears. 2 ears are always better than 1. There's the cat. Okay, so we're gonna go. So, this is what I do. Oh, look, there's a scary chicken over there drinking some water. I better push the reset button and check out the chicken. 2 ears. So now Finn almost, when he feels me doing that with the rein to disengage him, he goes, oh, I gotta push my reset button. And sometimes, a lot of times actually now, he almost resets himself. Like I'll be walking around on the trail and I can feel him starting to get nervous, and he stops and turns and looks at it himself. So he is self-monitoring finally. So I have replaced that negative behavioral pattern of run like a hell to, oh, let's stop and think about it. So that's just one little tip with Finn.